Top 5 things I'm thankful for. Air. Water. My wife. Myself. And you. Sorry. I dropped you.
WheezyWaiter.
Last time we discussed the consequences of going back in time and killing baby Hitler. And your responses were as follows. No, not as fouls. A response like that would be I'm talking about as follows. You either agreed, sort of agreed, or disagreed. People are complicated. How do I make you happy? Which reminds me of Westonator 5000 LP's comment. I could use life advice. How do I life? Most will tell you to life you need to happy. Which begs the question, how do I make you happy? Well, according to Harvard professor Michael Norton, money buys happiness. He's a professor of the business school though, so he might have a little bit of a biased opinion. He says it depends on how you spend your money. People who spend their money on things don't have as much happiness as people who spend their money on experiences. I should spend my money on a speech therapist. Speech therapist. Ha ha ha, I have a lisp. It's adorable. This goes right along with my philosophy. I don't like to buy a lot of material things, except for toilet paper and skeezers to cut the toilet paper because I have sensitive fingers. I don't want to ruin my manicure. Buying things comes with stress. Is the thing I'm buying the best of the thing? Am I getting the best deal? Ah! Where do I put all the things? And then if the thing you get is, say, a TV, your experience of that thing is sitting and watching, numbing your mind, mining your noms, getting food out of the fridge. Whereas booking something like a vacation, after getting past the initial stress of, where do I go? Am I getting the best deal? Ah! You're actually excited and happy, even before you go on the trip. During the trip, you might be filled with stress of getting to the airplane on time. Are they gonna have peanuts or pretzels on the plane? They better have peanuts. Is my cab driver a Nazi? Is my hotel room slathered in poo? But eventually, if you do it right, you will have good experiences, and then after the vacation, that's what you will remember most. For me, that's where most of my happiness comes from. You see, I like making videos. I like the experience of making videos, but sometimes it's stressful and hard work. I get most happiness from having made things or thinking about new possible things that I will make. But unfortunately, to have some of these awesome experiences, you do need money. How do I make money with Twitter? Well, you could get paid to do something you hate, or you could work really hard to get to a point where you get paid to do what you love. But probably the quickest way would be to win the lottery. Like Constance Carpenito, who just won $1 million for the second time. Jealousy. Over it. Not really jealousy. So all of this begs the question, what would you do with $1 million? If I had $1 million thrown right into my lap, well, first I would get a bag to put all that money in. Hopefully I was wearing pants, because otherwise paper cuts on my nethers. I'd probably be someone who'd invested in, I don't know, property, stocks, bonds, gold, silver, frankincense, not myrrh. I have insider information. $1 million seems like a lot, but if I wanted to retire at, say, 65, which I probably won't, I'll probably make videos forever. Say I live to 100 years old and I wanted to just not work until I died, and not even considering inflation. If I wanted to have the current median household income every year, I would need $1.75 million. That's more than $1 million. That's not even considering all the bling I'm gonna have to buy in 2030 for the bling in 30s. I have a time machine. That's what's gonna happen. Let's just say invest in shiny stuff, not myrrh. I have insider information. So what I would do with $1 million is very boring. I wouldn't change the way I live now. I would just invest and make sure that I can, you know, be lazy until I die. Oh, also charity or something, because I'm a good person. What would you do? Tell me in the comments. Speaking of comments, comment time. Daniel Love writes, Wheezy, what's your stance on cats? Help me settle a bet. Thank. Well, my stance on cats is probably this. Like if a skateboard were a cat, I'd probably have to like that. Monday Jones wants to know to get her mom for Christmas, and her mom hates coffee. Well, first of all, get your mom better opinions. Secondly, does she have a Pinterest? If she does, look at that. That will be very helpful. Thirdful, consider buying her an experience. Or simply inform her that you're investing what you would have spent in bling. Not myrrh. I have insider information. No, writes rats. WheezyWaiter. Nike Weston is wondering, hey, Craig, how about your handstand? Or are your weak and feeble wrists still bothering you? Evil grin as I mocked your weak and feeble wrists. Well, evil grin back at you. Actually haven't tried a handstand in a while. Last time I weighed 30 pounds heavier, so let's give it a try. I'm out of practice, but my wrist didn't hurt, so maybe I'll try these again on a regular basis.